Hey, it's your girl, Miss Moore, aka Mickey Boo. I got my brother here, Rex. His name is Tony, but his friends call him Rex. And today we were talking. We always have these spiritual talks, and one of the talk or whatever we was speaking about was in reference to noticing or how would we react if we saw supernatural things occurring on a daily basis. And so I brought up COVID because I feel like if we saw right now something that we haven't seen before, it will put us in a state of fear. And COVID is something that we cannot see, but it's attacking people on a daily basis.
But I asked, since they show it in movies and shows so much, if we was to see it one day, like, do you think we'll be able to just like, oh shit, like, or would it like really affect us? Like, damn, like some shit they showed us in the movie that's supposed to be fake, real. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and then we brought up, we will be scared. That's the normal fear that the normal thing that we always run to is fear. And so I was like, about fear, no, everybody doesn't live in fear. Once you get out of fear, you're okay, you can move on to life. And then he was like, no, like, we need certain things in order to know what to do and what not to do. And I was like, you know what, you're right. I had to pull myself back because everything that is put here on earth, everything that we go through, what we feel and what we know and what we see is here for a reason. And so we came to an agreement that, you know, we put our emotions and different things in the wrong areas, like we're discombobulated. The only thing that we need to be in fear of is, you know, when we about to hurt somebody or somebody's about to hurt you, like it should be a defense mechanism and something to keep you from doing something that will cause, you know, bad. If your consequences are going to be bad, that means you shouldn't be doing it and you should be afraid to do so. But when it comes to our success, we need to be aligned with just do it, go ahead and making it happen and stepping into progression. But instead, we're afraid to progress in our success and what it is we need to do and live life compared to we put all our energy and our focus on negative things that make us respond bad. And we're not afraid to hurt somebody or to stab somebody if we get into an argument or in a fight. So we was just like, we need to reevaluate our life and our emotions and put the tools that is given to us in the right places at the right time.
Fear can be anything.
When it comes to what, like different emotions?
That?
What else? What is there out there besides fear?
All right. We spoke on love.
Love too.
If we didn't have love, like imagine like fear is one thing. Okay, you'll be just doing shit without thinking, but actually like love is no feelings, it's no emotions at that point.
If we didn't have love, what would be going on?
I think love is the main thing of all emotions.
I think that if love didn't exist in the world, it would really be a scary place. Because when you live in a state of fear,
We wouldn't have made it this far.
if you live in a state of fear, you normally act out and do more things that scare you. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, you're scared and you're running from something, but you run into something running from something. Like you didn't ran in the street trying to run away from a bug or an animal, you didn't got hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a ripple effect of things. And love, we wouldn't have made it this far. We wouldn't even be here because it takes for you to make love or to be in love to create a new thing, which is love.
Compromise.
So it wouldn't be, it'd be total chaos.
We would not be this far in life.
But then, well, if there wasn't love, and therefore people wouldn't be in their feelings, but we wouldn't communicate, we wouldn't connect, we wouldn't have passion to do things, because when you have passion, that's love.
It wouldn't be rebirth.
Right, it wouldn't be no reproduction. So we will eventually die off. I'm so glad you said that, because the whole point of all the videos and the stuff that I do is to regain hope and to grow and to learn more about love, as far as connecting to God, connecting to true love.
Just love in general.
Love in general. You have to love.
On.
You have to love yourself. You have to love people. You have to love your family. You have to love things in order to even do things. You see what I'm saying? If you don't have the love for something, you don't put any concern or care or any effort to doing it. So we have a little bit of love that exists, but what if we had no love at all? We'll be in a bad place. That was deep.
Yeah, it'll be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but they kind of really pushing us towards that anyway. Like government-wise, like if you think about it, like that's like the last thing we all got. Yeah, without the killers and shit, you know, and the posting on Instagram or social media, regardless how everybody find out, newspaper, news channel. If it went with the killers, everybody went there be trying to come together as much as they doing like they was back in the day.
I think that what we're going through is pushing us to love, but what they're teaching us is pushing us away from love, which is like, you know,
not trusting nobody.
Right?
Any random person, any person we see, no matter what color they is, we don't know. It's like an automatic, like defense that just come on. I don't care who you is, what kind of person you is, friendly or not. It's still that. Right. It's a stranger. Like,
because what they're teaching us is not to love, but we're running more to it because we're running out of it. So when they report the news, it breaks our heart. It's devastating. And then they're implanting stuff inside the media that, that is promoting in our community, the lack of love, as far as hating one another and speaking bad on men and women. And then a lot of our African American men are locked up, so there's not a lot of families that's joining together. Then you have all this war, which is from segregation and racism. You know what I'm saying? And then by us losing people due to COVID and stuff, that's like been one of the number one wake up calls to, enjoy your family members while you can. We're now, going back to that. But see, that goes back to the natural law of love. Everything of God is substantial and real, and it will always come back to the forefront. The more damage that is done, the more pressure bursts pipes, which means we either go down and come up, or we weaken and get stripped, you know what I'm saying? Or we run away from something to come to something.
Oh, you saying as far as
I'm saying the promotional vibration that is going on right now is devastating and hurt, and the opposite of love, which somehow will rebirth love in us.
I get what you're saying. It's like it's backwards.
Exactly. Everything seems to be that way.
How much is that going
take for us to love?
You feel me? Or for us to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if the killers only doing so much, I'm pretty sure they're starting to see whatever agenda they on. I don't know. See, that ain't really working. They hit like another way. I don't know, G. They just.
I see what you're saying.
You're saying for some, G, and it's not working for them. Like they play.
And then how hard do they need to push?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, look though. Before we get off that topic, I'm sorry. I listen to some shows I've been watching, these movies too. They be saying some shit, like just the shit they say, like for the director to have the actor to say those words to like black dude, white dude. The shit they say, G, be so like. You gotta really hear what they saying, G, when you watching the movies. They really, really saying what they doing to us. Like one movie was saying is like how they do it is easy. That's why they can do it. That's how long. Like they be saying you would watch the movie though on some regular sober shit. Or intoxicated, but it's I don't know, it's backwards. Like you said, the way we running from love, we running to home. So then it's like you hear that shit and be like, damn, like they really putting this shit in our face, but then they telling us movies ain't real. So when you watching the movie, you're not only taking the action and the helicopter blowing up and the car smacking into the next car all serious,
but it really is in real life.
But regardless, the dialogue too, the words you really want for watching. So the words just going through one after the other.
So you saying they giving you a visual and implanting it into your head
to throw you off. So while you listening while they talk,
it is processing in your head.
Subliminal.
Wow.
So when you
So you're saying you watched the movie and they literally was saying that it's easy to manipulate the masses by giving them visuals. We know that the movie is not real because it's scripted, but in all reality, we're being programmed by what they're what they want us to see. But what they're saying is it's a message behind what they're saying, but the visual is throwing us off.
Because you locked into the audio.
You locked into the imagery.
Visual.
Right.
So, but they wasn't saying that in the movie, but that's what the movies be doing.
Yeah.
So we just broke
it's
it
in
down.
Movies, it's in music, shows, news, anything that comes across the media, there is some type of, that is the way that they control certain type of people in certain type of areas. And if you're not spiritually woke or even woke enough to love yourself and know what you will and will not accept, then you're going to fall right into the trap. And it's got to the point now where I'm so pure on my feelings that I don't want to endure into any of my emotions because they affect me. I don't even watch TV anymore because it does affect me emotionally because I'm so drawn in and I feel so connected. It's even times where you watch a show, you be so in tune with the show of your favorite character, you will begin to pick up on their characteristics and be acting just like them and talking like them, liking the things they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy how the world has came up. And that goes back to the supernatural things that happen on a daily basis. There are things that the eyes cannot really see and the mind can't really understand, but it's happening all around us all day long. And even though it's not at a shock or instant, it's just, it's around us and we don't even know it. The phone, the radio, cars, anything, computers,
TVs,
anything
everywhere. Everywhere. Anything digital. That's why I said G on God. When we did the little art show last time, boom. When I said as far as houses, when they make houses and nature outside. Think about it. That's when you watch shows and movies and they do certain witchcraft and shit like that. They got like a rock. They got dirt or a tree branch, a leaf, something of nature, right?
Right.
So when you make a house, before you put any furniture in there, you go on the inside, you cut off all the nature, G.
Not only are you cutting off all the nature, all the imagery that you saw, you now have in your head for the things that you want.
No, I'm not looking at that.
I know we off that, but you're saying we're killing and we're.
No, not that.
So what you mean?
I'm saying on some spiritual shit. Say if you was to like, okay, some people got the little, what is called, chakra or something.
The sage? What?
Sage. They walk around, boom, say like, oh, that's cool. But what I'm saying is like right now, these cool too, the little tree, but these not real nature. The window is cool, open it, you get the air, that's nature, sunlight, cool. That's not what I'm saying. It's when you know what, supernatural. You know, in a TV show Supernatural. You keep the demons away or whatever, the spirits they put like salt around the house. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is when they real life build a house, yeah, you got privacy, but you cutting off nature. You know, I don't think you get nature. I
do get what you're saying. We need nature. We need to sometimes. I heard somebody say, stand next to a tree just to get the feeling of how we need to be. We need to learn how to be still, how to go with the flow.